Boop.
That looked like a light tap. I don't think you touched it. I'm actually not even fucking with you. I'm pretty. Did you actually press down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, do you want to check?
I don't mean to give you shit.
We should check.
It looked like you went like this.
We should
Boop.
check.
Like you went like that.
No, we should check.
You sure?
Yeah, we should check.
Okay.
And we're gonna keep this in.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You got me.
Uh-huh.
I was being overly skeptical. I'm sorry.
Hi, we have Facecam.
Yeah.
We're in.
Due to the suggestion from the fans, because we actually do listen to you guys.
We do. When you
just don't fucking
up.
talk.
Y'all don't speak to us.
But that's not what we're talking about. Today we're talking about video games.
I'm here to get mad.
We're talking about how we've made slight adjustments to the names.
Yes, we have.
Because they were kind of misleading, and we were also falling into a bad pattern of looking at the ranking name instead of the actual ranking itself.
Yes.
So we're going to make a few changes.
Yeah. We have
mostly positive. I don't think we're actually removing. I don't think we're lowering anything.
We have not lowered anything, no.
So we're moving Dragon Age.
Dragon Age is a good game.
I believe we're also
Divinity
is a good game.
And Fury is a good game.
But
we're taking one out of excellence.
Right. That we did move something down then.
No, we're moving it up.
Oh, we are moving it up. I'm stupid. Which one is it, Cody?
Bloodborne. Bloodborne is
best game? Not quite.
In some of people's opinion.
What? Nah.
I would say Bloodborne is an almost perfect game.
All right.
It falls flat in some areas. Like as you've said, the lack of weapons, but in everything else, I'd say Bloodborne shines because this was the first one that changed up what FromSoft was doing, and it really made it pop.
Yeah,
you know?
In most people's opinion.
Unlike
one of our viewers, our good friend Ethan.
Yeah.
This is not a call out post, but he does not care for this game.
He does not care for Bloodborne. Yes.
Does not like this game that much.
And did you say move up?
I wanted to move up Evil Within 2 as well.
Okay, yes. That is an average game. Nothing good, nothing bad. People didn't talk about it. It's probably fine.
Yeah.
Everything else we're keeping as is.
I believe so.
A lot of games
will never leave this category.
Anthem is in the abyss as of right now.
Speaking of another game that's going to join the abyss, Firewatch.
No, it's not joining the abyss.
It's Walking Simulator.
It's a story game. You can say Walking Simulator amongst many other games, such as
Death Stranding, which is a bad game.
You can say it amongst many other games, like Telltale games. They're like walking games.
And
this game is here to tell you a story.
Right.
And I've played this game.
Yes.
So has Anthony, Anthony's watched it.
Okay.
And I can say from my experience, this is if we had the category of very good.
Let's talk about the good parts. It's pretty.
It's very pretty, yes. If you like that kind of animation, very pretty. It does its job very well. The story is very moving.
Worth talking about.
It's emotional. There is background lore kind of for the area of there's a mystery of what's going on in
Does
these
the
hills?
dialogue change depending on whether or not you are able to access this background lore?
Are you asking if it ends up getting multiple endings or something like that?
Not really multiple endings, but just will one of the characters mention if you find something?
I think so. I only played it once. I only played it through once, but I think so. If you discover all these hidden secrets, you get a different dialogue setting.
I guess I'm asking, do the collectibles have an impact on the game at all, other than the fact that you just have a marker that's hey, 5 out of 10.
Yes, I believe so, because you got to track down certain things, and if you don't get it, then you got to go back and look at it. Blah 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 blah. The background lore is who's in these hills? What's going on here?
Why are these crazy kids being this crazy?
Yeah.
Where's the fire? Why am I looking for it?
And it kind of gives
Why is my wife dead? Did I kill her? Did she kill herself?
It kind of gives you a sense at some points it scares you a little bit because you don't see a single human at all. You never see a single other person. All you see is yourself, and you hear a woman talking to you from another cabin. You see signs of other people, but that's about it. You never see the actual human.
Pick up beer cans. See campfires.
Yeah. Go to
see a panty thing left on the beach.
It starts driving you crazy of is somebody watching me? What's going on? Is this person I'm talking to real?
Is that the ambiance or is that natural paranoia? Does the game make you feel that, or is that like you as a person? You're like, that makes
the game makes you feel that, of like all those things coming together.
So it's got a very good tone as well.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about the negatives. It's a walking simulator.
It's a walking simulator. Yeah, there's not going to be combat. There's no action whatsoever unless you count getting attacked by a raccoon as action. It's short. It's rather short. Yeah, I think it's about 6 hours, honestly. So this is going to be one you finish in a day. It has
very little replayability.
Very little, yeah. Like, you might play through it once again just to get all the achievements, but that's about it. Because, like, some of them you miss, like getting attacked by a raccoon.
For me, from what I've heard personally, this hits, like, none of the boxes I'm looking for in a game.
Right.
But as, like, a non-existent extra-dimensional being who looks at how people like this game, it hits boxes that it knows. It has a niche.
Yes.
It fills the niche.
Yes.
Very well. But that's the thing about niche games is that they can't really go any higher than excellent.
Right.
Because that's just not the kind of game they are.
Yeah. Like, for me...
I don't think I would put this thing at excellent.
Right.
I think it lacks the staying power to be excellent.
Yeah.
Firewatch came out, and for like 4 months, I heard about it.
Yeah.
Stopped hearing about
it. Then I dropped off.
Because everyone's like, I got it, I did it. I either watched it, I
I
figured out if I wanted to hear about this more or not 3 months after it came out. So I think this game is good, but you could bully me into excellent if you have a good enough argument.
For me, honestly, I wouldn't put it in excellent either. If we had a category of like very good to be that in between, then I'd put it there.
Unfortunately, we do not have
Unfortunately, we do not. So I think it is a good game. Low replayability, but once you play it once, you won't forget it.
Okay.
Yeah. Gears of War 5. Is that 5 or 4?
4.
Okay. Gears of War.
No, that is. I can't fucking tell. It looks like a 4, but I feel like 4
I think it's a 4. Because, 5 is the one where you play as the chick.
I don't know anything about this game.
It would have been perfect if Anthony was here. But we have heard his... Oh, yeah, by the way, Anthony's gone. He did not want to be a part of this.
He's not showing back up. He couldn't take the pressure of being...
He couldn't.
Of being a man who could possibly incite riot.
He has talked
wild game opinions.
He's talked shit. He liked the OG 1 through 3.
Yep.
But like once it hits 4, he's like, yeah, the story is hella lacking. It's gonna be the same gameplay, but like the story and the emotional connection, blah blah blah. The only thing that was good about this game,
all right.
The only good thing about this game was the fact that Marcus was back, I guess, and like everything else was just kind of bleh. So yeah, it seems to be like either disappointing or just more bad as a game.
Can we change disappointing but good to disappointing?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry, folks. This is on the fly.
It's alright.
Next time we'll make our own. And you know what? We're probably just we should just stick to letters.
Yeah.
S, A, B, C, D, F.
Yeah, because then next time.
Because then you can't be like, oh, it's subjective. Like what this means. It's a C tier game.
Disappointing and bad changed to very bad.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, sorry for that on the fly.
Patchwork over.
So
this is a disappointing game.
This is a disappointing game, just like the others.
It could have been.
It's
interesting.
Yeah, like
because Gears is a very unique universe.
Oh yeah.
I feel like their weapons are very interesting. They are they're not like super advanced or anything crazy, but like what you can do with them is really neat.
I've always loved the chainsaw.
Of course, everybody likes the Lancers, but like the sticky grenades that are also like the chains and shit. Like you can turn them into wall mines. It's like there's the meat shield stuff and like there's a lot of stuff you can do with that game,
right?
That they're not doing.
Yeah, and it's if they do it, it's the same shit.
Right, it's stuff they've already figured out.
Right.
God of War for 2018 because that's the list. Okay, put it at average because that's where we put everything in the beginning before we speak our case. This game, I believe, won
Game of the Year.
Game of the Year 2018.
Yes.
So already we can tell that the people think that this game is, at the very least, almost perfect. Maybe best game.
Yep.
I have kind of bad memories of this game, but that's my fault.
That is your fault.
That's my fault, 100%. This game is very good.
Yes.
It is a very good single-player, story-driven game that really makes the character from God of War, Kratos, for those of you who may not know, makes him more of an interesting character. Because before that game, he was basically the vaguely traumatized Chad.
Pretty much, yeah.
Now, he's a deeply traumatized dad. It's a character arc,
Yeah.
Unintentional rhyme, but I'm running with it.
I like it.
Atreus, I like his character.
He's a cool kid.
He's a kid.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say a cool kid. He's a kid.
He's a kid.
I like the NPCs.
Yeah.
I think the side quests are... Actually, I think the side quests aren't worth talking about, unfortunately.
Yeah,
they're
the
there.
side
Quests are a flop, in my opinion.
They're there. I wouldn't say they're bad at all.
I think they're bad because of how uninteresting they are. They're so painfully average.
Yeah.
That I actually kind of get upset that they're there.
Oh. Okay.
The equipment you get is
Badass.
quickly replaceable. In certain side quests.
Okay,
of course, like the final game side quest, like, hey, let's gather the Dwarf King's armor. But like the one where you find like the bandit who his son killed. You get like a charm that's like shit. Yeah. Or like the Dwarf Stone Alchemist thing.
Yeah, I think
that's a shitty charm. Or putting the dead to rest, you just get like some generic blue purple equipment, which is fine, but again, easily replaceable.
Shut up.
There are certain things, yes, like the Valkyries. That's an interesting quest, worth talking about. It's interesting, worth pursuing. The dragons, I feel like that lacked a little something.
There's like
something.
3 of them, right?
Right, it lacked a little something. The Dwarf King armor, new areas. Nothing wrong with that.
I like the new areas going to each separate realm. They're the one where
the realms were cool.
If you stay there,
surprised that they talk mad shit about 13 of them, right? But then you only access 3. Yeah. I get it, kind of. Only like 2 of the realms are worth like actually fleshed out. The other 3 are there for one scene. You know, Niflheim, it's an arena. Like you're not doing anything in there. And then Muspelheim is like the run, or no, Muspelheim's the arena, and then Niflheim's like the loot run, right?
I think so, yeah.
Either way, both of them are they're there for one thing, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, but it's end game stuff. So it's just
like the Underworld's cool. Mid realm is cool.
Yeah.
Jotunheim, again, it's only there for like 10 minutes, but like what you saw of it, it had a cool aesthetic, but
that stuff leads you for sequel territory.
Right,
that
was
hype for a sequel.
Yeah, seeing all the dead giants, looking at the massacre race, you're like, yeah, minorities. All right, no.
Spoilers. For all of these games.
Minorities.
Anyways, what are you gonna call it? I didn't pay attention much to the side quests. I kind of just fucking right through, and I mainlined this main story.
I'd say excellent.
I would also say excellent. Yes.
Now I think about it, I think I'd put it up here.
From a purely story-based thing, if you're not worrying about the side quests and just mainlining the story, I had such a great time with it. I had a few hard parts. It's a hard game, so like it's fine.
Especially
if you're on God of War volume, whatever. This game is excellent.
Don't mistake us only talking shit as us not liking the game. There's obviously good stuff.
Oh yeah.
But we only have like 3 minutes. We've tried to put ourselves down to 3 minutes, so I'd say almost perfect.
Almost perfect. Yeah. I'd say it goes in that category. Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm glad I don't have to fight about that one.
Yeah.
I think this is Hitman.
This is the new Hitman. Where story all comes out. Okay. Yes. We know this game.
It's fucking fuck story. Tosses that shit out the window.
I don't think there is a single story. There might be some, but like
the story is Agent 47
does not
exists.
matter.
That's the story. I haven't played Hitman before. This is my first Hitman.
Really?
That I've played like more than 5 minutes of. I played like 6 minutes of Blood Money. I was like, it's fine. It's Hitman.
Yeah.
It was like it seemed like a very that one seemed really linear to me.
Blood
Money, you enter a house and you have to like clean the house out. I'm like, that doesn't seem very Hitman-y.
Right.
By the way, this one's sick. I like this game.
I've played other Hitman games. I played I think I played a little bit of Blood Money. I played
Absolution.
Yeah, that one was sick. I think this Hitman game, for the little I've played of it, we played it on the channel.
Yep.
Check out that video, by the way.
Did we put that video? I think we did.
Never mind.
We didn't play it on the channel, but we played it.
We played it. It's fun.
I promise.
Anyways, I think this game
we had that one off for like 4 months.
Yeah. I think this game does what Hitman does at its finest.
It's densely packed.
It is
and
densely
that's
packed.
Awesome.
They have put out so many different DLCs for it,
Yeah.
and I think some of them are free.
Mhm.
I'm not sure. If not, they just release the game for free.
I think it's an episodic game. Actually,
it's an episodic thing. They keep releasing
episodic.
they keep releasing new DLC
now
content
two's out,
every
so
once in a while.
One, they're done. They're probably done touching, but two,
Yeah.
you know, that's the new shit.
New content every once in a while, just to keep you fresh with the game. New stuff to do.
Yep.
I think I like that because
Mhm.
that's like, hey,
It receives the constant support, which is always good.
Yeah, it always keeps people coming back to it because
It makes like the average Hitman game. It's just a really good version of the average Hitman game.
It does what they do.
It stays fresh with like the ways you can kill people.
Mhm.
It doesn't. It does like obviously you can shoot someone in the face or garrote them, but like
with every
new
DLC,
map, there's like 17 new ways to kill people. Which is awesome.
How did we do it before? We like we gave the guy an explosive golf ball so he can hit it and
blew himself up. And then somehow we got found, but let's not talk about that.
We won't worry about it. But stuff like that keeps coming with every new DLC that it comes out with. So it's ever expanding. Yeah. Or it was. Now that.
And also it's like endlessly replayable.
Yeah, exactly. You can there's so many different ways of doing it.
It's going to be hard to do everything in this game.
Yeah.
It's possible obviously because there's achievements and stuff, so you know that you've done it all, but
yeah.
Even then, if you've done it all, there's different ways to do it all.
It will take you a long time to do all of it.
Right. This game is densely packed with great content.
Yeah.
This game's excellent.
This game it's rather excellent, yeah. I don't
Actually, you know what? I think I'd even...
Yeah, what's the downsides of it? There's got to be something.
Soundtrack is almost non-existent.
Yeah, I didn't notice it.
No songs are worth talking about. I feel like the lack of story could be a hit for someone.
Yeah, people wouldn't.
Because as Anthony brought up beforehand, like, you know, maybe Anthony's being a bit irrational, but, you know, you buy a game, I guess for him at least, he expects a single player and a multiplayer experience. Some people might not respect that.
Hey,
some people do respect that.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't got nothing against a single player game.
Yeah, no.
I ain't got nothing against a multiplayer game.
God of War, he loved God of War.
Right. But like, I guess like that game, what would the multiplayer be?
Yeah,
at
exactly.
that point.
Like, anyways,
so I feel like like the soundtrack is a lack of it's kind of shitty. I would say it's shitty actually because it's so uninteresting. Yeah. And surrounding by all these other games, maybe not God of War. I can't remember the soundtrack too much, but like Bloodborne, Dark Souls, Celeste, like the music in these is really good and memorable. I got my own qualms with that, but that's personal.
Yeah.
This game, does it even play music?
I don't know. I don't think
like
so.
Maybe there's like a radio that you walk by that blasts like some vague ass Latin track when you're in Marrakesh, but like fuck that, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a big hit.
I'm looking further.
It might just be that.
I think it's just that. I think everything else it stacks up. And
I think everything else.
The only thing I could bitch about is the fact that you get some of the I think you got to pay for the DLC at least when it first came out.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, but
I feel like that's being selfish to assume that people should just keep giving you game stuff. Like, you know, I know they did it for Witcher 3.
Yeah, they did it for Witcher.
Well, when I opened my copy of Witcher 3, CD Projekt Red had a little letter
free
for
DLC
me.
Thing.
Yeah, you know, not a free DLC thing. It's like, we're letting you know that since we think that gamers should only make one purchase for a game, and if we ever decide to support it, we would give it free. And I'm like, that's very nice. I don't expect that from a game.
Right.
I feel like the game they send out, unless I know they hold shit back, like day one DLC, that's kind of fucked up.
Right.
But like if like 4 or 5 months later they're like, people are done with the game and it sold well, let's make new stuff. You know, that's fine. I got nothing wrong with paying for that. You're buying more game at that point. You know, it's a fair purchase. And yeah, so. That's that. I feel like this game's almost perfect. Not perfect though. Not best game.
Yeah, I can't see a reason to argue with almost perfect. This game's up there.
Hollow Knight.
This is gonna be hard because I'm gonna be more biased towards it right now since it's so fresh, and I had such an amazing time playing it.
Okay. It's a side-scrolling 2D Metroidvania with Souls-like elements.
Yes.
Let's get that out of the way.
There you go. It's rather difficult. So if you try and
don't think that's really a selling point or a negative point.
Right.
I think it's just there.
It's a point. It's rather difficult. So if you play bass and you just go for the main story, ain't that hard. if you try and do 100% of the game, which some people like to do that, they go through 100% and do all that they can.
I feel like most people try to do as much of the game as they can.
Yeah, it is rather difficult if you try and get 100%. Like even me.
So not the base stuff is that difficult, but a lot of the secret stuff kind of ramps it up because they know you want to play the game.
Like the end boss ain't hard at all. Some of the bosses you might fight along the way, yeah, you'll have some hard times with it, but yeah. The music for Hollow Knight is great. Like there's memorable tracks like for the bosses that you fight. Like for me, it's always Grim. His music is always there. Like I play it and
Are you trying to not say his music fucks?
His music fucks. Grim, I would.
I'm hearing F's and then you like pivot into fights and I'm like, what is this? His fight music.
Yeah. Speaking of Grim, he's part of the DLC. He comes in with the free DLC. Like I think all 4 of the DLCs that came out, all of them were free because they were. I think they reached like a Kickstarter backing, and it was just like, hey, these are the DLCs that we're gonna put out. They're free, by the way, because like you guys are so cool for playing our game.
So basically, someone else paid for it for you.
Kinda, yeah. Just for the Kickstarters. Gameplay, it's easily replayable.
Is it?
Yeah, there's a lot of different endings. There's an NG Plus mode, which is it's called Steel Vessel mode or something like that, where it's like if you die, you die. It's kind of like Ultra Nightmare for Doom.
Gotcha.
And yeah, the combat's like it's a Metroidvania. You get different power-ups.
Metroidvania Souls-like.
You get different powers and abilities that you can do throughout the game, and if you can get some of those cool ass combos going on, which I'm goofing by saying combos, but yeah, learn how to bounce.
I feel like win. So what I've seen, the combat is very
heavy,
standard.
Yeah,
by the books, by the numbers.
Slash,
right?
Fireball.
Slash, dodge, magic.
Yeah,
nothing new.
Right.
Except I guess maybe the bounce mechanic, but that's more for style.
The pogoing, yeah.
Yeah, that's more for style or like for optimization. You don't need to do that ever.
Yeah. Pogoing, you don't need to unless for a couple puzzles. But
I'm saying as combat.
You don't need to. It helps drastically
for for style and optimization.
Yeah,
it's not a necessary thing though.
I don't believe so. No.
Right. It's kind of like
you say that to Anthony, he'll get a bit sad because he's like, yeah, you really got to, but whatever. Where he's not here, he left.
It makes things easier.
Yes.
And for some people, for some bosses, it might be a bit unreasonable to not bounce.
Yeah.
But it's not necessary.
Right. Exactly. Okay.
So
continue.
I think the combat's standard.
Yep. Simple.
I think it does do NPC stuff. I don't know if it does it well. It probably does it fine. I would feel. They have NPCs. Yes. They have their own stories.
Yes.
They all end probably in not a great way because that's the kind of game it is.
I don't think
it's got that Souls-esque thing to it.
That I think. If you say dying is a sad way to go out, then almost
definitely.
But if they finish their mission and they're happy and then they die, I wouldn't say.
I don't think you would want to die after you finish your setup. I'm not getting into that. That's philosophical. I'm not getting into that.
One girl sacrifices herself. One person is just like, my adventure's over. I'm gonna go fucking head out now. And then you assume he's dead.
All right, we've hit the artificial time limit. Yeah. What would you put this at?
I'm biased. I'd say this is a top tier game. But I'd say it's almost perfect.
Okay, I'd put it at excellent.
Excellent.
But if you're saying almost perfect, I'm gonna default to you a little bit because you have better knowledge.
Okay, thank you. I think when Silk Song comes out, it's gonna be probably even better. I hope so. All right, so what is this?
Big shoes to fill. Kingdom Come Deliverance.
I've never heard of this game.
This game was hyped up.
Okay.
From what I remember.
What is this game?
It is a medieval simulator kind of game with a vague story to it. Kind of Elder Scrolls-y, but less magic and more just medieval setting.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I believe it is a bad game.
Oh.
I believe the combat is bad.
Okay.
I believe the game itself is very unpolished. NPCs look like shit.
Oh no.
Dialogue is not good. There are a lot of exploits and glitches. which for some people that's funny, but like it's the marker of a bad game.
Yeah.
I think the story probably ain't worth talking about. I'm gonna say this game is bad.
Okay.
I put it very bad, but I think it's just bad. I think if you play it, you're gonna be like, that sucks. But if you get this for like half price, you're gonna be like, you know what, fine. Like it's kind of shit, but like it's not heinous. It doesn't make you dislike playing it.
Yeah, this is a game.
You're gonna play it. You're gonna be like, oh, that's kind of bad. It's
kind of like Heroes in general. It's how we originally went into it. It's just like we'll play it, and it's like, yeah, this is
solid.
Yeah,
I got nothing against that game. It might be hard, or it might be difficult to play against other people. Kingdom Hearts 3, ooh baby. Let's just do that, and then we'll go on to Last Guardian.
I can't agree.
Are you kidding me?
Skylar,
I forgot this game came out.
Skylar. It's just
what is
it's
it,
just
Cody?
Bad. It's not very. It's not trash.
It's just bad.
It's just bad. This is definitely not a good game compared to everything else that they've put out. This is a bad game. Like the combat's good and all.
Don't compare it to Kingdom Hearts 2. Compare it to nothing. It is its own game.
Yeah, combat's good. Yeah, it's bad. Combat's good.
Okay.
The dialogue, it's made for children, so it's kind of like, it's made for children, but like the audience grew
up with it, therefore they are 25-year-old men.
Exactly. The story is severely lacking. It's
when isn't it? Continue.
Yeah. So the only showing point is combat, in my opinion. Everything else is really, really lacking, and it's a bad game.
How about the aesthetics, the music?
Music's good. It's like Disney music, just like lively, like ooh do do do.
How about the aesthetics?
And the aesthetics, it's a pretty game. They updated the graphics.
Okay.
Still not like I haven't seen any Final Fantasy characters in it, so I wouldn't know like how to compare it to that. It's all right. It's got that Final Fantasy like graphics to it, but like they made it cartoony, so they kind of dumbed it down a little bit.
Okay, the combat's good. How about any kind of like sort of satisfaction or payoff from doing anything? Is there any kind of like
a fan? You beat
the game and you went.
As a fan, 5. I was rather disappointed. From what I've heard from many other fans, they were also disappointed with it.
I'm hearing disappointed.
They were bad with it.
I'm not hearing mad.
They were bad.
They were upset. They were furious. They were disgusted. They've been waiting 12 years for this game? This is it? This is 12 years?
That's how I feel.
This is 12 years of effort.
This is 12 years.
12 years of effort.
And it comes out to this.
And it's this?
And it fucking...
And it's this?
Now I'm getting mad again.
Alright, then we can just use the same... we can use the exact same logic for Kingdom Hearts 3 for Last Guardian.
I'm sure.
This was Shadow of the Colossus's fucking...
Successor.
Yeah. No, successor.
Oh, yeah.
After.
Oh, yeah.
This had to fill in the shoes of Shadow of the Colossus. And
same company, and they fucking flopped. The
controls were ass, but now people don't pretend that it's good because it's a good game.
Because it's been around.
Because it's actually a bad game, and they're starting to figure out that those kinds of controls are just unexcusably ass.
Mm-hmm. Same controls.
I will say though, the story was like the characters, like oh Trico, oh no, you could get attached to the dog thing.
Yeah, get very attached. Yeah, it's a cute dog. It's just like how you get attached to your horse in Shadow of the Colossus. That I can't remember the name of right now.
Aggro.
Yeah. Aggro.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck Aggro.
Fucking hate that horse. Alright. I got real beef with that horse. I'm actually mad about that horse.
You're glad he fell off the cliff.
I think the kind of like everything except like the environments is not that great.
Yeah, I don't know how the music is. I think it's probably
it's
good.
Like general, like swelling, orchestral,
Yeah.
Shit, it's the Shadow Colossus shit.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think that game's bad.
I agree.
I'm just gonna leave it there.
It's probably bad.
Andromeda.
I never played it, but from the reviews I've heard from people, it falls in very bad.
Trash or just very bad?
Just very bad. I'd say I
thought you did play this.
I didn't.
I'm surprised you didn't.
I was gonna get it, but then I heard all the reviews for it. I saw like the gameplay.
You got cowed?
I got cowed.
This is like one of your favorite game series.
It is.
You got
It
cowed.
was.
Like you got like you blanched and turned away.
Yeah.
You said, "Oh."
I did. I saw what was happening.
I'm surprised.
They got
I thought
away
you'd be the
from-
kind of guy to say, it's Mass Effect. It can't be that bad.
I see how much they've changed it, and that hurts.
Okay.
And I did not. Yeah. It's a very bad.
So
game.
are you basing your shit off anything except like what you've heard and what little you've seen?
I've seen the how the graphics look, and it's kind of fucked. And the graphics, booty.
Okay.
The dialogue, very booty.
Okay.
I'm sure the story. I never really heard anything about the story. I'm sure it's fine. So like
it's excusable.
It's excusable.
Fine.
It's fine. The gameplay's probably okay.
Uh-huh.
I know there's a couple of glitches that happen that fuck with shit, but So that's kind of like two really bad things.
I feel like this is a bad.
Just a bad, not
it
a very
sounds
bad.
Like it sounds like a bad to me.
Okay.
But like I'm not gonna push that too hard.
Yeah.
If you're like gonna double down, say nah, dude, on jaw, it's awful.
Yeah, just keep it at bad then.
Okay.
Yeah.
MGS5.
Okay.
This game's sick.
This game's sick.
I like this game.
The majority of the game is pretty fucking awesome.
Yes.
It hits the wall a lot of points though.
Okay.
It is nothing like previous MGS games, so if you're coming into it thinking it's like it, you're wrong.
Okay.
If
anything, I like that though.
Yeah.
Because I think MGS 2 and 3, I like 2. Don't get me wrong.
I know.
I played it. I really like it.
It's your favorite.
It's obtuse. It's obtuse. It is unfriendly.
Yeah. You will get
5 is way more
user friendly.
Of user friendly. I think you can be very creative with it, and that's really cool.
Yes, that is a lot of fun.
You can it's got the side bit. A lot of people enjoy that, the mother base. Building that up. I think it's fine. I got nothing against it. I don't really get it, but like I would not be surprised if there are people who put more time into their mother base than the game itself. Put more thought and shit into it. They're out here grooming like for the perfect soldiers. They're in sub menus, like hiring, firing, making it, perfecting it, min-maxing it, just to get
the best mother base you can get.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The gameplay, as always, pretty good. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
The stealth is
how you can go about if you want to go about stealth. If you want to go guns blazing, you can do both.
Right.
Because like most Metal Gear Solid games, you can only do stealth really because that's how they designed it.
Except for when you get the AK, and then you can kind of pop off. Yeah. But even then, you have to be like much better at the game than if you were to go stealth.
They give you battle armor in this game, and they give you big ass guns that you can just go charging in and just fucking annihilate people.
Yeah.
The
story didn't make sense to me.
Halfway through, story pretty much just stops and you start redoing the same shit you've done before. You get like maybe 2, 3. You get a couple big points after that stuff happens, and then it's just falling flat.
Okay. So from what we both just said, I was gonna put it up here, but from what you said and how you seem to feel about it, I would put it here.
It's a good game, yes. If you're going in it for the story to feel like, oh, we're gonna answer all those questions that we've got, this game doesn't even have a proper ending. They wanted to finish the game with like a solid, like, well, we're gonna go to. Have you seen the stuff for like what it teased at? Okay, it's they go to the island.
So it's sequel baits.
No, it's not sequel baits. Oh. It is unfinished. It is, hey, we had this stuff, but Kojima got kicked out before he could finish, so sorry.
Gotcha.
We had to come up with something ourselves.
Literally, we had to slap an ending on it.
Yeah. There was stuff that it could have led to. It was fucking Liquid Snake stealing Sahelanthropus and going to an island. We had to stop him somehow. Okay. Blah 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 blah. More exposition. There we go.
Okay.
But that couldn't be a thing. So
artificial limit. Thank you, Cody. I appreciate your. It's a good game.
Monster
Hunter World. Hey, everybody's newest game that we've been playing.
Yeah, the squad's been tearing this game up.
Monster Hunter's old money.
Monster Hunter.
It's been around since PS1.
I honestly never heard of Monster Hunter before. Well, I think I might have.
I'd heard of Monster Hunter. I think
I heard of it
years
through
before
Zach.
This came out.
I heard of it through Zach.
The only thing that stopped me from getting Monster Hunter beforehand was the fact that it was only on handheld systems.
Yeah.
And also a PS1, which I don't own.
Right.
This game is very good. I think the story is fine.
Yeah.
Nothing to talk about. It's nothing crazy.
Yeah, it's
a good segue into the game.
Yes.
The monsters are almost all fun, or at the very least, not
at
fun.
First hit, I'm sure they're all fun.
They're all fun.
Yeah.
When later in the game, almost none of them are actively not fun.
Right.
Maybe 2 or 3 that you personally dislike.
So far, Puki and Paolumu, they can burn in hell for all I care.
I don't care about only Paolumu is the only one that pisses me off. All the other ones is just like either they're like just it's another day at the office to fight, or
they're obnoxious to fight, or it's just like
right.
Cool.
The weapons, most of them are fun.
There's
everybody has their preference.
14.
Yep.
There's
but
only 14.
Almost all of them are fun. They're all unique.
Yep, they're all unique. They have branching trees, so you can go so many different ways with
Customization is off the fucking charts.
Yeah.
It's huge.
So many different types of armors. You get to make an armor out of literally every fucking thing that you kill. It's cool.
And then you get the second tree, and then you get the third tree. I'm just kidding. There's no third tree. Not that I'm aware of, at least.
There might be G tiers. Might be God tier armor. That'd be sick. Brought in by your friend Iceborne.
There's a solid variety of monsters, not as good as other Monster Hunters, unfortunately.
I'm sure, yeah, but
it's still good.
Couldn't get it.
The biomes are really cool. They're dense. There's a lot of shit going on. It's all one area. No loading screens.
You might look at the map and see that it's a bit small, but there's tiers to it. There's literally 4 tiers.
Except for maybe Elder's Recess. That one's kind of small. But
right, but still,
all
that's
the other
ones, final game.
Right. The big boys, the Elder Dragons, are all cool. There's no. I haven't met a disappointing Elder Dragon yet.
Yeah, same. Kieran,
he gets better.
He gets better.
He gets better.
Kieran's cool. Shit armor though.
There's a little bit too much tedium in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you're starting off and you want to play with friends. That's a big hit. Is the fact that
it's hard
the
to
multiplayer when you're not finished with the story is very
it's hard to do
unfriendly.
Multiplayer story.
Yeah, it's very unfriendly.
Yes.
Once again.
Music. I love the music.
The music is solid.
I love the music. Like my favorite track is when you fight the Devil Joe.
It's very background to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't give too much opinion. I know nothing makes me want to turn the game down.
Right.
I don't hear anything. I go, everything I hear, I'm either like, okay, cool, whatever. Now I know Devil Joe's here. Get the violins in, or Basil, Bagel Jesus. I hear the air raid siren roar, and I'm like, all right, let's party. The sound design's pretty solid.
And when
the
you
monsters
play the
all sound at the very the sound design's good. I think the monsters all sound interesting. Some of them it's like, why are you a chicken again?
Why are you a chicken?
But
get the chicken!
Everything, the hits are meaty.
Yeah.
When you hit a soft spot and you get that one frame of hit stun where you're like, yeah! You see the dust and blood fly and you're like, yeah! And then you hit your big dick attack and you're like, yeah! This is a video game,
Okay. Excellent or almost perfect?
Excellent.
Excellent?
I think one of its biggest points is multiplayer, and it fucks it in the beginning.
It does fuck
it. That brings it off of almost perfect for me. It really fucks the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of scared Logan's going to stop playing.
Yeah.
It's because of that. He's just going to be like, it's too much work.
We got to get him to grind.
I really hope he plays this game.
We got to get him to grind the story, and then we can,
We'll help him through it. But he's just I just don't want him to get pissed that he has to keep going into.
Yeah, going in, leaving, blah, blah.
Right. Okay. Anyways.
Nier Automata. This is all you, Skyler.
Okay, so Nier Automata is it's fun.
Yes.
The story is a thought-provoking one. The NPCs are dog shit. The in-between character reactions between 2B and 9S are actually really good. Not as good as Nier 1,
right?
But I think it really helps with characterization. The dialogue is good. Each character plays their role very well. They all have like the second layer to their character. 2B starts off, she's like business, all business, unemotion, no emotions allowed.
I'm a robot.
And then further in the game, she becomes, a little sassy. She picks up, she becomes a little bit more affectionate for 9S. It evolves, and 9S becomes less of a simp and more of just a guy who wants to fuck her. Which, it's kind of lateral, but he stops becoming less of like a punk when he does it. He becomes more of just like a guy who knows her and would like to fuck her, but he's not going to do anything crazy.
Yeah.
He's just going to hang out with her. He's not going to spend any money on her. Well,
simp.
Yeah, he's a simp. All right, he's a simp, but then he becomes like a simp that you can relate to.
Okay.
Especially Cody. Am I right? Okay.
Uh-huh.
So the combat's good. The songs are good. The story is solid. The NPCs are dog shit. The bosses are underwhelming. Also, it does this thing in both Niers. I don't like it. It's fine. I get it. It's part of the story. I'm not a fan. It hammers. It punches you in the face like Undertale. You're the bad guy. You're the bad guy. You're a dick. You're a shithead. You know?
Yeah.
I hate it. It's awful. I don't know. Maybe it does make me feel bad on a subconscious level, but I fucking hate it. It gets on my nerves. Like, I get it. All right, fine, whatever. I'm a dick. Stop. Why are you attacking me first? And then I'm the asshole. You know? Just because I killed you doesn't make me the jerk. Well, anyways.
Yeah.
I'm getting into it.
You're getting into it.
We're approaching the 3 minutes. I'm gonna say this game is like either a low excellent or a high good. I'm gonna put it excellent because good's getting a bit stuffed.
Yeah. But
I know that's a dumb reason to put it in excellent.
And that's also more than just your people in general.
Oh yeah.
Just say this game is fucking god tier.
The combat is god tier.
Yeah.
Everything
people
else
is
good.
Do you know how much porn there is of 2B?
Just because there's porn doesn't mean it's a good game.
Shut up. What are you pointing at?
A lot of porn for this, huh? Shut your fucking mouth. All right, anyways.
But like Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, though, they were here first.
Neo?
That is Neo.
Neo 1 or Neo 2? Neo 2 isn't out yet.
That is Neo 1.
Neo 2 is out, but it wasn't out. You know, it was
Did you and Anthony play Neo already?
We did play a chunk of Neo.
Okay. How did you enjoy it? I've only heard...
If you're looking to play Dark Souls, this is not the game for you.
Okay.
This game is Dark Souls-esque, and by esque, I mean esque.
Esque,
Like,
yes.
This would be a game reviewer calling it Dark Souls, and then everybody who actually plays Dark Souls giving him shit about it.
Yeah.
It has a checkpoint system, and a death mechanic.
Yep.
And
bosses.
And bosses that are hard.
Yeah.
We get it.
It's a hard game.
This game has better combat than Dark Souls, because every weapon type, which there are a good chunk of, not saying there's as many as Dark Souls, have 4 different combo systems to it.
Oh, yeah, because
there's the high stance, the side stance, the left stance, the right stance, and the low stance. And they're each like individually effective against various people. So that's neat. It has an extra layer that Dark Souls doesn't.
Yeah.
The bosses are fairly... They're good bosses, but they're uninspired design-wise. It's like, oh, hey, it's a Japanese monster. Nothing special, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever, right?
It's a giant
it's
koi fish.
It's an ogre. Cool. It's a giant koi fish. It's a lady with teeth inside of her pussy. But, you know, whatever, right?
It'd be
Who
like
cares? The cat thing, the spirit animal thing, that's weird. I don't know why that's there. It's fine. You know, it gives you buffs and shit. But, like, they put them in the story, and it's weird. The characters are based off of historical figures, but, like, unless you're really in history for some reason, you're probably not going to notice or care.
Yeah.
The mission mode is something that Anthony didn't like, is the fact that there's individual maps for every mission, right? Okay. But there's a lot of times where you have to come back and play the same map for a different mission.
Okay. So it's rehashing.
So it'll be like, hey, here's the story, and then here's a bit where you just like, hey, kill 17 bandits before you can go on to the next chapter.
So it's
like,
rehashing the same shit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And you have to kind of do that to get ready for the next stuff.
It kind of breaks the flow.
It requires side stuff to get to the main stuff, which, you know, is something that...
That's kind of annoying.
It breaks the flow, as you said. So, approaching the end of the time limit, I believe you passed it already.
Probably.
I would put this game at a high... I would put this game at good. I'm not going to say high.
I would say it's a good game, yeah.
It's a good game.
From what you've said about it, yeah, I'd say it's a good game.
This is... Okay, No Man's Sky. As I've said before, this is its final form.
Final form. This is how it is today...
As of March 30th.
As of March 30th. This game, as of now, has gotten a lot better.
Yes, it has.
When it first came out, we know it was a fallacy.
Whole bit. Yeah.
It was...
It was a shit show.
It was a shit show.
But... We did the whole thing. Everybody got mad.
Yeah.
The creator didn't care. Then he started to care. Or he pretends to care. And he
fixed it. So this game has...
we say, we'll let you off the hook this time, old man.
Yeah. I've never played this game. I haven't seen it. I haven't even seen any of
this. I believe this is just an open world exploration game.
Yeah. I don't know
this is a busy work game.
Yeah. I don't know if they fulfilled their promise on like you can play with other people, but I know like they have opened it up so you can do more. You can interact with the environment more. Mm-hmm. I'm sure there's like more
personally,
NPCs that you can fuck with. And,
I don't like busy work games.
Right.
I think as an existence they're kind of dumb.
Right. but
there's no goal, and
Yeah.
maybe that's a me thing. Obviously, that's a me thing because Animal Crossing is a very popular
Yeah.
franchise, and that's the whole point of that fucking game is to do nothing but do everything at the same time.
Yeah.
The space travel is cool.
Yeah.
It has always been cool.
It's pretty. It's cool. It's fun.
It's neat. It has an amazing
interesting.
sense of scale.
I like finding new places.
Yeah. It's got that cool sense of exploration and discovery. I don't know if it has songs, so I guess the soundtrack is like either bad or non-existent, or uninteresting, which is just as bad as bad. The gameplay, it seems very cut and dry.
Yeah.
I would say this game's average. I don't leave it here.
This is a very average game. Like it's.
If anything, I feel like if I played it more, I'd probably be disappointed.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because again, to bring back the old flame, people expected more of this game.
Oh yeah. When this game came out, it was probably very bad and or trash.
Right.
To a lot of people.
I think this game's disappointing.
Yeah.
Because it lacks it has so much potential.
Yeah. But what it
realizes very little of it.
Yeah.
I would stick that at disappointing.
Yeah.
Please, anyone who does know about this, please tell us.
Yeah, Logan, hit us up.
Yeah,
you've played it a little bit.
Octopath Traveler. I don't know a fucking thing about this game.
Neither
do I. I literally heard about this maybe a week ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What have you heard about
it? I said heard of it. I've seen it. Like I've seen the name.
Oh.
I saw by Octopath Traveler, and I'm like, huh? Who?
What game is this?
Exactly. I don't even want to put this on the thing.
Neither do I.
Should we just leave it?
Yeah, we just won't add it in because we do not know. Or do you want to create a separate category of what? Okay.
That was remember what this one was? It used to be. Remember when this came out?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, that's what we put this, but that's not how that works anymore. Mario.
For today's thing, do you want to finish up with Overwatch and then call it a day?
Oh my god, more fucking parts, homie.
We're probably already like 40 something, maybe to an hour in.
I don't want to do this again. Let's just make this one go long. Let's finish it. Crack it into 2 parts. Is that fine, or do you really want to take a week?
I want to take a week.
I'd rather get it done now.
All right, fine.
Get out of the way. There's like 15 games left.
Fine. Okay.
The timer has been shortened to 10 seconds.
Mario
Odyssey. This game's really cool.
Yeah. Let's not.
I'm not even gonna fuck with you.
Let's not.
I don't know enough of this game. I've seen it. I think.
I played a little bit of
everything it does perfectly.
Yeah.
Except for probably like the story actually just not mattering.
I'm sure the story's good. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter because it's a Mario game. Yeah, no one gives a shit.
I'm sure this game is.
Mario saves Peach. Peach does not return his feelings.
Almost perfect.
Who gives a shit? You know, whatever.
Yeah. Cool.
Platforming's cool. Cappy's a cool mechanic.
Yeah.
Soundtrack's solid.
Have you
Pauline
seen
coming back is cool. Maps are cool. Aesthetics cool. Bosses are actually kind of ass.
Yeah. Have you seen speedruns of this game?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very impressive.
They're pretty good.
But we're not talking about speedruns. We're talking about the game.
It's part of the community. But whatever. Anyway,
talking about the
good
game. Right. I think this game's almost perfect.
Yes.
It has like 2 fuck-ups, but they're fuck-ups that everyone expects to be fuck-ups. Yeah. It's very hard to make a good platformer boss.
Yeah.
Platforming bosses are hard.
Very hard.
Octopath Traveler. Not gonna touch it. Overwatch.
We got some beef with this game.
I don't have any this game.
Got some history with this game. Got some history.
You can go play this game. Back in the day. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We also got very angry because that was the kind of people we were.
Yes. Getting angry.
Nowadays, I hope we would just have fun with it, but I don't know how Cody feels anymore.
It depends.
I think the characters are cool. I think the combat's unique and interesting. Yep. The maps are
surprisingly came from Blizzard.
Maps are solid.
Maps are very solid. Yep.
Nothing huge.
Wish they had more game modes, but they probably implemented those now.
They did.
We haven't been playing it.
Flaws.
Even more characters. Free characters.
That
come out. Constantly changing and updating. Still going live now, even though it's been around since 2016.
Yep. Does loot box stuff.
Loot box stuff, which
but
that's
also
like,
it makes
you don't have to.
Right. You just also, whenever it resets prestige, it becomes easier to level up again.
Yeah.
So if anything, you actually get loot boxes fairly quickly. Mm-hmm. And each loot box gives you 4 things instead of 1 thing. So
even
they're very giving with the aesthetics because they keep adding more.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. So I would put.
I put it in excellent.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say excellent out loud.
It's better than good.
But it's better than good.
It's better than good.
It's very good.
And we don't have a category in between that because we don't think that far ahead. Persona 5. Very good RPG game.
You know where I'm at with this.
Yeah, I think I do.
I think I know where like the public stands with this game. Mm-hmm. I don't hear really any negatives.
I don't hear anything about this game anymore, but I'm just not in the right circles, I guess.
I never hear any negatives about this.
The plot is cool.
Yeah.
The idea is cool. I like Personas in general.
Oh yeah.
The maps are all good. The dungeons are all cool.
Mm-hmm.
The in between busy work is interesting.
Yep.
I enjoy doing it.
Confidants are always fun.
Mostly confidants can be tedious.
Confidants are fun.
But they can be tedious with how available they are. That's the shitty part.
Yeah.
The combat is fine. It's turn based. You know,
yep.
you know what you want.
Turn based
game.
Good.
The bosses are tough, but not unreasonably so.
Right.
They probably are higher levels, but that's how RPGs are.
Yep.
The music is amazing.
Music. Oh god, yes.
The characters, like the dialogue and characters or stuff, they're all completely fine. They're good. I would say
this is the game that really got Persona and like the Shin Megami Tensei series like exploding. Like there was always like a small base that was like, hey, these games are awesome.
4? Because everybody liked 4, and like when all the games came out, you know, like
everybody
a whole
who
new
was
community came out of 4 Arena, and that brought people in. I feel like 4 was a good. Persona 5 was like the realization of like, this is what Persona could be. This is a very good Persona game. 4 was fine, but it was good enough to bring people in, and then Persona 5 locked those people in and brought more people in.
I don't know.
5 was a bigger explosion than 4, but 4 was the first explosion.
All I ever hear is that Persona 5 is where like all the current fans come in, because they came
all the
in,
current loud fans, the ones who talk.
Yeah.
All the fans who have been here, they've been here. They don't give a shit.
Right.
You know, they've said their piece.
Yeah.
This game, I'd put it here. I think you'd put it up there.
I'd put it top tier.
I guess we'll fight the middle.
I guess.
I can say that's almost perfect. You know what it doesn't do well? Mementos.
They're fixing that in P5R, but that's not on the list.
That's not P5R, is it?
We will see.
Prey. I think this game had a really cool concept.
This game's fun. It's prop hunt, but scary.
Isn't this a Bethesda game, or am I insane?
Bethesda or id or something like that. I'm not sure.
The guys that make like the guys that I for some reason. Okay, it's very Elder Scrollsy kind of look to it. You know, it's got the combat system. It's got turrets and stuff, crafting. The idea is really sick. Space is always fun. The story, no fucking clue.
Yeah.
At the I've seen like a little bit of it. At the start, it seems interesting. You know, like amnesiac, disease, kind of Dead Spacey. We fucked with aliens when we shouldn't have, and now we're paying the price. But like,
fuck with aliens, bro.
You know, hey, Dead Space is good, so I would say this game is good.
From what I know of it,
I know we're putting it in the bottom, but don't think it's a bottom good. It's just good.
Yeah.
It's just a good game. This is a good game.
For what I know of it, yeah, it's good.
Okay.
I'd say close to excellent, but we'll keep it at good.
The fuck is this? Pyre?
Bear.
Bree?
Bree?
That says Pyre, I believe.
I played this game.
Never heard of it.
Okay. Red Dead Redemption 2.
I believe.
Yes, that's 2.
Yeah, because Red Dead Redemption 1 is Xbox.
Yeah. Red Dead Redemption 2. This game...
I watched a 40-minute game about how this game sucks.
Really?
No, not really. The game design is outdated. But so this game does.
We're doing a review.
This game is good,
unbiased from the community's standpoint.
I saw the video.
Okay.
I agree with it completely. I'm going to tell you why I think that I agree completely, and then you're going to work with me on that. Is that fair?
Why?
I'm gonna regurgitate points. If you agree with them, sick. If you don't, then we disagree. Because I also agree with those points.
Okay.
Okay, look. Let me get this straight. This game is good. This game is a good game.
Yes.
It's entirely too large, but that's not what we're talking about.
Right.
The map is neat. It's very large, detailed. The little details they do that are like really neat. You know, that's stuff that's good. That helps people bring people in because they'll see that they're like, you know what, this game's worth talking about. You know, shit stays around. Corpses degenerate. Horses shit. People love that for some reason. Whatever. So this is a problem that I see that I agree with. I played a few Rockstar games in my day. I played GTA 4, GTA 5, Red Dead 1. That's it.
Yeah.
But those are like the main, those are pretty popular Rockstar games. They're not bad in any stretch of the imagination. The quest system is extremely handholdy. The buy to buy checkpoint based quest system is very railroaded, I guess. Because the guy was talking, he's like, you try to experiment in these kinds of games because the open world gives you that kind of freedom where you can try and experiment. So one point that he brought up was that he found out, like, he was climbing buildings just because, you know, for the fuck of it, right? Don't tell me what to do.
I better not do that.
It's just like, you know, for the fuck of it, he was climbing around and he saw in through a window that there was like a gambling table going on, right? And he's like, oh, that's cool. Maybe I can come in and join, right? So he would go into the shop that it was under, and he would try to go upstairs, but he would be like, hey, no, that's locked. Get out of here. And he's like, oh, cool. So it's like a secret gambling thing, right? So he was thinking, okay, how can I do this how can I get into this secret gambling place, right? So he tried, like, breaking it through the window.
Right.
Window was unbreakable.
Okay.
Right? He tried, like, going above to see if there was, like, a hatch. You know, there's no hatch.
Right.
And there's, like, a guard. The guard, he tried to, like, you know, distract the guard or even kill the guard.
Right.
He couldn't pass. It was actually blocked off, right?
Okay.
And then later on, 2 hours later in the game, he finds either a side quest or a main quest that lets him in. Exactly. So it's like, oh, you know, you could have done something with that, you know?
Mm.
Or there are certain bits where, like, on one of, like, the train heists, we're way over the artificial time limit. This is actually a fucking terrible idea that I'm talking about this. It's like, hey, go here, you know, like, little waypoint thing, right? And he went, like, above the cart to, like, go around.
Okay.
Because, like, an NPC was in the way.
Yeah.
He failed.
Oh.
Because he got too far away from the waypoint.
Okay.
And it's just little shit like that where it's like, oh, man, you know, give me something here. Give me some wiggle room. So everything except the quest stuff he thought was very good.
Yeah.
But in the main quest, it very constrictive.
Yeah. That sounds kind of like nitpicky stuff. Like the going over thing.
I suppose, but this is a tier list, so you're supposed to nitpick.
I guess.
Anyways, how do you feel about this game? I'm sorry, I've monopolized the 3-minute time limit. That is now a 7-minute time limit.
When I played it, I had a very good time with it, but I also hard stopped at some point just because I was like, I didn't keep my attention. I don't think I got to the point where I was like keeping my attention, so I'd say this is a good game.
It doesn't matter. We're not doing that. We're not doing that inner thing.
Resident Evil.
Hey,
7.
Resident E7.
Yes.
Oh, okay. This game is a fun horror game.
Very fun.
And a very average shooter game.
Yeah. I played the entire game. Mm-hmm. I've watched the DLC. Mm-hmm. Both, I would say, slap and also fuck. I had so much fun playing the Resident Evil 7 game because it was like, it doesn't feel like any other Resident Evil game. Like, I'm not saying that's
way spookier because it's first person.
Yeah. I'm not saying that's a good or a bad, but like, that's a point. It is very unlike the other ones that you played, so if you go into this, it's not going to be the same.
My main problem, and it's a very big problem for me, is what I just talked about, which is the fact that after the first half of the game, after you, like,
it's
perma-kill Jack, it becomes a shooter game.
Yep, it's not scary
and
anymore.
It loses, like, the majority of the horror and just becomes, oh, it's Resident Evil 5.
Yeah.
But first person, you know?
Yeah.
And also, like, the main villain is pitiable, and I hate that. I hate when people do that.
I just wanted a family.
Ooh, fuck you. You know, whatever.
Fuck you, bitch. You killed so many people.
Right.
The
characters are uninteresting.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck about Ethan? Like, he's fine. You know, I got nothing against him, but who gives a shit? Mia, punk. Fuck her.
Yeah.
Hate her.
Zoe, I really like, though.
Whatever. To put a pin on this, I would put this at either like a good or an excellent.
I would say it's an excellent.
I would be persuaded to excellent, but I think it's good.
I would say it's excellent just because it did something new.
Like, and then it fell back into old habits.
Because of the shooting?
Yes.
You mean?
Yeah. Okay. Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves. That's a game.
Final form.
Heard it's gotten a lot better now. Mm-hmm. Kind of like No Man's Sky.
Uh-huh.
But I wouldn't say it's disappointing anymore. I've always thought this game was cool and fun from the beginning.
Yeah.
It probably had its faults because it was like limited.
It probably just had a lack of stuff.
Yeah, but now it has opened up as even more. So this is simple 10 seconds. It's a good game.
Okay.
This game ain't great, but it's a fun
I just moved it there because of what you were talking about. You sound like you're going to put either here or here. So I was just preemptively moving it. You don't have to force yourself to be faster.
Yep.
Sekiro, Game of the Year.
Game of the Year.
All right.
Move God of War up now. Okay.
You're right. Okay. Sure.
All right. We're only putting Game of the Years.
Yeah, but okay, these are good Game of the Years.
These are good Game of the Years.
If Death Stranding was Game of the Year, this would not be up here. You shut the fuck up. That game is not Game of the Year. These are both very good games.
Top tier best game. Sekiro soundtrack pretty good. Combat's really good.
Soundtrack or the combat is unbelievably amazing.
Yeah. The fucking characters.
Okay. Now that we're done with the flash meme pics,
put them up there.
The lack of shinobi tool use.
It's just
the lack of weapon variety. You only use the katana.
Put Sekiro, put God of War, and put Dark Souls up into top tier.
No!
Do it!
No game is the best game.
Oh my god.
There is no such thing as the best game. Siege, though? Alright, you got me there. Metal Gear Solid 5 is the best game.
Put it back.
I don't know how that happened. I was dragging Siege all the way up, and then I fat fingered the second click. Alright, Rainbow Six Siege.
I've had a lot of fun with this game, but I got out of it.
This game's good. This game's only good.
You grabbed
it's very... I know. For some reason, I don't know how I'm fat fingering. I'm clicking right in the middle, but it keeps fucking up.
This game's very good.
Yeah.
The faults are in the community, so it's nothing on the game. The game itself, Anthony's point, it has no single player, except for like a few missions that you can do by yourself. No,
this is a
multiplayer game. Yeah. This is strictly multiplayer. If you try and get it for single player, you're wrong. Get a refund.
Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch.
Excellent. Because
it's Smash Bros.
Because it has literally every character. It has literally every character. The combat's still good.
Yeah.
It's not the best because Melee's the best, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's an excellent game.
Yeah.
Shit's not perfect, but the music slaps, the game slaps, characters
Spider-Man
slaps,
PS4.
Slaps.
I've heard a lot of great things about this game.
I've only heard great things about this game. I've never heard anything bad.
The combat seems cool. It's very Spider-Man 2-ish.
Yep.
I think that's what it's going for.
That game was fucking amazing.
Right. That game was very good. I think it's trying to be Spider-Man 2. But better.
Yeah, and I think it definitely did better.
It's Miles though, and I don't like black people.
Miles.
It's not Miles?
No.
Are you certain?
Yeah.
Oh no, you can just pick him as like a skin.
Yeah.
Never mind. I put that game next.
Oh my god!
Shut up!
Oh my god!
Stardew Valley. It's a busy work game. It's like a worse Animal Crossing, but this time you can fuck humans instead of animals. So it's good. Titanfall 2. Amazing first player. Amazing single and multiplayer campaigns. The gunplay is interesting. The parkour is amazing. The Titans are fun, but at the same time, I feel like that's what the majority of people aren't looking for.
Yeah.
It's like a better Call of Duty. I'd put this at good. I would fight for excellent, but I don't have enough time to do it.
I'd say it's good.
Undertale.
Nigga.
Wolfenstein the Youngblood.
Stop. Undertale is excellent, almost perfect.
Okay, look, that the thing I brought up with fucking Nier Automata. Enforce.
You're bad.
I fucking hate it.
You're the villain.
I hate it.
And then you get the choice to be the villain.
Okay. It has only 3 playthroughs possible.
Okay.
Anymore, you're way into the game. You're past the point of the average person.
3's fine.
Yeah, 3's fine. Don't get me wrong.
You could stretch that over like 2 or 3 years, depending on how often you play through a game.
The dialogue is funny
Goofy.
once.
Yeah. Okay. So like
every other time you're like, this is a bit snarky.
Yeah, you only need one playthrough.
It's a bit
the other
sassy.
Yeah, the other one that's
the characters. They're solid.
Yeah,
solid characters. I think some of them are kind of uninteresting. Yeah, I guess I'd do excellent. Sure, why not? Fuck it. Okay, this game is fucking
okay.
This is an interesting game. I would love to play sometime, but I don't have the money. You know what it is?
Yes, I do. I've watched it.
So it's a co-op story based prison break
split screen
thing.
Yeah.
Big twist at the end.
Yeah.
The gameplay seems very contrived because it's trying to. You have to do something in the game, you know. Yeah. So it's kind of forcing you to do
chess with your friends,
right? It's neat. You can
go on a swing.
It's a neat game.
It is very neat.
It is a neat game. I would put this at good, no higher. This is a neat game.
Yeah, this is.
It's like what was that other niche game that I said could never go higher than excellent because it's very niche.
You know Firewatch?
Firewatch, right. So it's at the same level as Firewatch. It's very niche. Witcher Wild Hunt. Okay. I haven't touched this game.
I have.
I know this game. Everybody is like a top 2, top 3, you know, tiers. But I hate the fact that you have to buff. I feel like that's an added management bit that it kind of takes away from the game because you never feel like a better character.
From what I played.
Because you're always adding modifiers. You can never be like, my base character is hype.
I played.
You've always got to consume a new thing.
I played 2 and 3. I never finished them.
I played 2,
but I never had to buff. I've just used the proper sword, like either a normal or a silver sword, and then there we go. How's your dick feeling?
My nuts itch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Witcher. Yeah, I've never had a buff before, so I can't. That's. Yeah.
Whenever I played 2, even after I started using the special sword or the right sword, because for a while I was using the wrong sword and that sucked. But after that, I've always felt like I was like, man, this is just not getting anywhere quickly. Maybe it's because I'm bad.
Maybe it's because it's just a big.
I don't like. It's a huge part of the game.
It's a big game.
The alchemy bit is a huge part of the game.
Mm.
Maybe you don't have to buff all the time. But, like, the fact that it's, like...
Maybe you just gotta get good.
Maybe I just gotta get good. I would put this game... This is the highest I'll go.
Almost perfect?
This is the highest I'll go.
Okay.
Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Youngblood?
Probably this.
Which one was that?
Completely.
Which one was
completely fucks off with BJ Blazkowicz. He's done.
Oh, really?
Yep. New characters. New characters.
Okay.
And for some reason, as you can see, this bitch shows back up.
That bitch is still around. I thought she was.
This might be
dead.
New Colossus. No. That's New Order. This might be This might be the Colossus. No, because the Colossus is like BJ Blazkowicz with the yellow coat. I think this is Youngblood.
He has a yellow coat. This is Wolfenstein 2.
Oh, okay. So this game, okay, Wolfenstein 2. You've played that one, right?
No, I haven't played a single Wolfenstein game.
All right, Wolfenstein 2 is really good. The only bad part I would say, because what Wolfenstein is already.
Yeah,
it's kind of like it's like a Doom-esque game.
Yeah.
You know? I think the only part it does that I kind of don't like, it kind of rubs me the wrong way, is the whole BJ Blazkowicz having he's going insane. Like he's talking to himself. He's talking to dead people. He's falling apart mentally. I guess because of just the sheer amount of violent and brutal shit he's done.
Yeah,
it's starting to take its toll on him. It gives me a vibe that I don't respect. Like, imagine if the Doom Slayer cried himself to bed every chapter. You'd be like, what the fuck are you going for here? You know? It breaks the mood of Wolfenstein. Which is like, yeah, I'm snapping Nazi necks, cyborg shit, right? Doom, yeah, I'm killing demons, ripping them in half. Oh, he wants to kill himself? Oh no, let's go to the psychiatrist. It's dumb. But everything else is really cool, so I would put this game at good.
Yeah, I can't argue.
I'm gonna put this at good as well.
Yeah, because they're pretty much the same game.
Basically, except this time BJ Blazkowicz is less crazy.
That's good.
So I guess I put it even higher than 2 actually.
Yeah, just leave it.
But I'll leave it at good because I don't want to explain why it's excellent.
Yeah.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Never played a single Xenoblade game.
Okay.
So
the characters are fine.
Yep.
They get rid of Shulk, which is kind of a big hit for some people. No. The characters are respectable. It's got waifus. It's a Japanese RPG, so they can't fuck it up that hard. The Monado stuff is neat.
Yep.
And it looks pretty, so good.
Yeah. Same with the Chronicles X.
Fuck, I don't know what to think about this one.
Average.
Fuck, dude.
Either average or don't.
Oh my god, Yakuza 0.
Best game.
Bada bing.
All right.
Fucking bing.
Get Xenoblade Chronicles out of here. Put it in off the list.
Okay.
And yeah.
It's 2 and X or just 2? I'll put them both out. I don't know enough about 2.
We don't talk about it.
Okay.
Hey, we did it.
Amazing.
Any
last minute words for what we got going on here?
Personally, in my opinion,
does this feel like we fucked up, or do you think that's actually true? That there's no very bad games on this list?
Do you
think we've been too soft?
I stuck with Andromeda wanting to be very bad, but I kind of dealt with it putting it up to bad.
Do you think we're being too soft? Is Kingdom Hearts 3 awful?
Probably.
Is Andromeda awful?
Yeah.
Is Last Guardian hot trash? No. Is No Man's Sky hot trash? No.
Was.
All right, we're done with this.
Okay.
Thank you. We're probably gonna do one that's way less fucking long.
We'll try to. Yeah, we'll do.
If we do one again, we'll do.
Hit us up with a recommendation for an easier one. Also, my last minute thing is I believe Sekiro, Dark Souls, and Witcher, and possibly Persona should be up in the high quality top tier best games.
See, the thing about best game is that we didn't put S, so it has to be only one.
Right, so that's why we're not moving it. Yakuza 0 stays up there, and we're happy with that.
Doesn't even say the title. You either you know or you don't. You either know who this man is or you don't.
Yeah. Okay. You got your last minute thing?
I think that I feel like this tier list was worse than our previous one, and I'm sorry.
Yeah. What was our last one again?
Candy.
Candy. Oh.
I feel as though as a maybe like the tier list itself is probably better like as a ranking. For comedy, I feel like we lacked. We failed.
Right. We'll worry about that afterwards.
We need to do something that we both have very opposite opinions against. Maybe our taste in women, but there's no tier list for taste in women.
There is definitely a tier list for taste in women.
There isn't a tier list in taste for women yet.
Yes. But we'll find out if we get to the next one
in 5 months.
Where we rank our big booty bitches.
We rank small mommy GF with small milky, or big mommy GF with big milk. Oh God, I can't finish.
Cut the tapes.